Every generation of men is handed a different challenge. Some were called to war, others to build nations. Today, you're called to something even more difficult: to stay calm in a world built on chaos, to think clearly when everything is designed to distract you, to lead with purpose when comfort is the easier option. You're called to become unbreakable in an age of softness. And that's why Stoicism is not just relevant, it's essential. The modern man is surrounded by comfort, yet drowning in confusion. He has more information than ever, yet less clarity. More tools, but less discipline. More freedom, but less direction. You're told to express everything, feel everything, react to everything. But no one tells you how to hold the line, how to sit in discomfort without crumbling, how to lead your mind when emotion tries to hijack it. That's where the Stoic mindset changes everything. Stoicism teaches that your peace does not come from circumstances. It comes from your character. You can't control the world. You can't control outcomes, but you can control how you show up. Every moment, every day, you can build a mindset so rooted in principle that not even heartbreak, failure, or disrespect can shake you, not because you don't feel it, but because you've trained for it. Modern weakness is disguised as sensitivity, and while emotion is not weakness, emotional chaos is. Men today are told that being vulnerable means bleeding in public, dumping trauma into every interaction, reacting to every trigger. But true vulnerability isn't about losing control. It's about being honest with yourself while holding yourself accountable. It's about saying, yes, I feel this, and I still choose discipline. That's what Stoic vulnerability looks like: strength with awareness, power with presence. Let's talk real-world examples. A man loses his job. One version of him spirals, blames the system, wallows in bitterness. The Stoic version reflects, regroups, recalibrates. He grieves, yes, but he also strategizes. Because life is not fair, but life is always your responsibility. Or let's say a woman breaks his heart. The weak version collapses into overthinking, clinging, pleading. The Stoic version sits with the pain, journals through it, trains harder, reconnects with his mission. He doesn't deny emotion, he just refuses to let it define him. This is not just mental toughness, it's emotional mastery. And emotional mastery is the rarest trait in modern men today. Everyone wants to be strong until strength requires silence. Everyone wants power until power means holding back when ego wants to attack. Everyone wants peace, but no one wants the discipline it takes to earn it. Stoicism flips that script. It teaches you to love discomfort, to welcome challenge, to lean into adversity, not as punishment, but as preparation. How do you build that? You begin with awareness. Start noticing how often you give your power away. When someone cuts you off in traffic and you explode, you've given away your power. When your boss criticizes you and you shut down, you've surrendered control. When someone ghosts you and your whole day falls apart, you've traded your peace. For validation, Stoicism calls you back to your throne. It reminds you, nothing outside of you should have that much control over you. Your emotions are data, not commands. Your thoughts are suggestions, not truths. Your impulses are signals, not destiny. When you learn to sit with discomfort, without reacting, you gain access to your higher self. That's where real leadership is born. Now more than ever, we need men who think before reacting, men who listen more than they speak, men who don't run from silence, but lead inside it. Stoicism gives you the tools to become that man. And it's not about rejecting modern life. It's about showing up to it with a timeless mindset. You train through routines, morning stillness, cold showers, deliberate silence, reading philosophy. writing your thoughts, observing your patterns, making decisions based on values, not moods. The Stoic mindset is a practice, a lifestyle, a daily choice to be led by reason instead of impulse. And let's be honest, people won't always get it. They'll call you cold, arrogant, detached, because when you stop reacting, you stop being predictable. And when you stop being predictable, you become powerful. That power will intimidate some, but it will attract the right ones. Leaders, builders, women of substance, allies on the path. The truth is, most men are looking for external solutions to internal problems. They want the right job, the right partner, the right income, but they haven't yet built the right mindset, so they get everything and still feel nothing. That's because no amount of external success can replace internal emptiness, and the only way to fill that emptiness is with purpose. Practice, presence. Stoicism gives you that roadmap. It reminds you that your legacy isn't built in moments of comfort. It's forged in fire. In the nights, you don't quit. In the days, you stay disciplined when no one's watching. In the moments, you say no when your whole body wants to say yes. In the pauses between anger and action, that's where character is shaped. You will be tested by heartbreak, by disrespect, by failure. Good. Let it come. Let life test you, because every test is a chance to sharpen your edge. Every betrayal, a chance to recommit to your values. Every loss, a chance to rise higher, not in ego, but in integrity. So if you feel weak today, if you feel like you've lost your power, that's okay. Start where you are, but don't stay there. Decide right now that your circumstances won't write your story. Your mindset will. Choose discipline. Choose focus. Choose the path that forges strength, not comfort. And when the world tries to pull you into the noise, into arguments, distractions, addictions, return to stillness. That's your weapon. That's your sanctuary. That's your power. Because in the end, the strong man is not the loudest. He's the most composed, the one who doesn't need to prove himself, the one who builds quietly, leads without shouting, loves without losing himself. That's the Stoic man. That's the antidote to modern weakness. That's who you were always meant to become. Let me tell you a story. A man named Evan, late 30s, good job, smart, kind, but still, he kept getting blindsided in love. One day she was warm, the next, gone. No warning, just silence. He started blaming himself. Was he too much? Not enough? He overanalyzed every message, replayed every moment. Until one night, he found a quote from Marcus Aurelius. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. That night changed everything. He stopped trying to fix what he couldn't control. He stopped chasing validation from people who didn't value him. Instead, he started showing up for himself. Cold showers, journaling, training, studying Stoicism like it was oxygen. And slowly, the anxiety faded. The overthinking lost its grip. Not because life got easier, but because Evan got stronger. That's what Stoicism does. It doesn't change people around you. It changes the way you lead yourself when everything around you tries to pull you off course. So if you're listening to this right now, and you've been ghosted, disrespected, overlooked, this is your moment, not to spiral, not to beg, but to rise, to reclaim your center, to remember that you are not broken. You've just been untrained. And this is the path to train your mind, build your peace, walk like a man who doesn't flinch when the world tests him. If that's the man you want to become, subscribe to this channel right now. Not for me, for you. Because men like us don't wait for permission. We choose the path of discipline, of clarity, of unshakable presence. Drop a comment. What part of today's message hit you hardest? And remember, Stoicism isn't about being perfect. It's about practicing peace. In the middle of chaos, you were built for more. This is your time. This is your Stoic reign.